Hi guys, Soul Intuition here. I am making this video to let you guys know what happened on my date last night. And I will put the link to that video in the description box of this video so you will know where to go. Basically, I'm kind of wearing the same outfit, the reason is I have a film shoot today. I'm just an extra, but hey, it's paid. But I'm an extra in a short film today, and I got the call sheet yesterday, and they said wear bright colors, and I was like, you know what? What I had on last night will work for that bright color, see? And the orange jeans. Oh. And then, but instead of the white jacket, I'm gonna wear a green one, like a bright green one. That's that laid out right here. So, yeah, that'll be cute all together. Let me see. Yeah, that'll work. Anyway, look, my room is messy today. Kinda. It's just my robe, and I had to bring a second outfit for them to choose from. But anyway, yeah, so last night was kind of a disaster. It was very, very awkward and strange. And I'm going to tell y'all everything. So, and I don't have that long, actually. I might end up having to re-record this video in the car. But, oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so this was a guy who had been trying to take me out for a little while. Not too long, but a little while. A guy that's in the Navy. Let's give him the name Mr. Peeve. Okay, Mr. Insecure. I think I might name him Insecure. I don't know. But he had pet peeves and insecurities that just, I can't deal. So, like I said, he had, been trying to get to know me, and, I got Mr. Potential, but Mr. Potential told me a while ago, back in December, he didn't mind if I went out here and there because he's away all the time or whatever, so, man, let me tell y'all, so I give this, I just dropped blood, like my blush is all cracked up. And anyway, alright, so I agreed to, it was actually my idea as far as like going dancing or whatever, because up the street from me, there's a sports bar, and they usually have a DJ, and they play music, like pretty good music, and it's a sports bar too. Y'all know the fight was on last night, so we kind of thought we might be able to catch the fight, but unfortunately they were not playing the fight. But they were playing other games, like there was a Phillies baseball game on, with some basketball games going on as well, so that was good. But anyway, so the date just didn't even start off right because of me, I guess. Well, not I guess. I was late. I was extremely late. I was like 20 minutes late, and y'all know I'm always running behind, but okay, I told him I was leaving, right? And I was like, I'm on my way, and I live 10 minutes from the place, not even 10, and I had meant to be on my way, but I had to make this video, so I ended up being late, and he was not happy. I mean, not happy at all. Now, this is my thing, okay? If you got a problem with lateness, okay, you have a problem with lateness, like, maybe you should say it, which he didn't tell me he had such an issue with lateness, until I got there, like, but I couldn't really tell. Okay, so when I got there, I texted him, I said, I'm here, I'm at the light, I'm here, I'm in the parking lot, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, I'll meet you at the front door. He met me at the front door, and we went inside and stuff, but then he was like super quiet, like real quiet, and I was like, is he? Like, is everything okay? And he was just like, no, I'm pissed off because you're late. I was like, okay. How, like, but, okay. And it was so awkward, you guys. I was sitting there, and we were just not talking. But, let me tell you, the reason why I didn't leave. Now, normally I would have just got up and left. But, okay, what happened was he didn't say that until after we had ordered a drink. So, you know how it is, because I thought maybe he was just kind of quiet, you know, but then I started sensing a different vibe, like, because he opened the door for me and everything, we sat down and all that, but that's when I just started sensing something, because I asked him, I said, you're usually so talkative, because he's like a talkative person. He's like, oh yeah, I am talkative, I'm just angry right now. I'm like, huh? What are you angry about? He's like, well, I mean, not the fact that you're late, but the fact that you told me you were on your way and you weren't on your way. And I was like, I'm sorry, when I first texted you that, I really was. And my intention was to leave when I first told you I was leaving. But, you know, I had to handle some business. I wasn't going to tell him I was making a video. I was like, I had to handle some business and it just made me run behind. But, you know, since I'm so close, I knew I could get here in like 10 minutes. He's like, yeah, okay. But he was brooding, sitting there angry and upset for 30 minutes. I exaggerate not. The only reason I was still there, like I said, because the drink had already been ordered, like just as the waitress was taking the order, and like she had walked away, and I was like, so you usually so much more talkative and stuff, and that's when he dropped the bomb, and I was like, and I just asked him, I said, well, should I just leave? I said, because I'm not going to sit here and just be sitting in silence. He's like, no, I just need a little time to get over it. And I just burst out laughing. I couldn't help it. I was just like, bah! He's like, oh, you think it's funny, but that's really disrespectful to come late and blah, blah, blah. I was like, it's not disrespectful. I said, you choose to feel disrespected because you're taking it personally. Like, why are you taking it so personally? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you wanted to meet later anyway. And that was the ironic thing about it, because he wanted to meet later. And I wanted to meet earlier because I had to get up this morning. And he was just like, yeah, exactly. So I changed my time forward and then you were late. And I'm just like, look, you need to get over it. I was like, or I could leave. He said, well, why are you still here? I was like, well, because I'm out now. I was like, the drink has been ordered. I was like, why not stay? I was like, but I'm just, and plus I just can't believe you're really that upset where you're going to ruin this whole thing. I was like, because I doubt I'm going to see you again after this. He was like, what? What? I was like, yeah. I said, obviously we're not going to get along. I said, first of all, I'm always late. I said, well, not always, but most of the time, or I'm right on time. I was like, and if this is something that gets you so upset, I said, this ain't going to work. I said, and besides, I don't feel I should be chastised like a child, because you're like, he went off on me, and I can't even remember everything that he said, but basically he was like, yeah, that's so disrespectful, and, you know, because you could just call and let me know that, you know, you're going to be late instead of just BSing me and making me think that you left when you really didn't, and then I gotta sit here for 15 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? You really doing the most. I say, this is the first time I ever been out with you, so it's just like, you're gonna ruin my first impression of you. And I said, obviously, you think I ruined your impression of me. I said, but you definitely ruining my impression of you. I said, because I don't got time for people that make such a big deal out of something that's so small. I was like, you know, it's not like I stood you up or, you know, anything like that. And I said, look, I understand, but I still don't think you should take it so personally. I'm like, that's your choice. And I was like, and you giving me so much power over you, or other people power over you. He said, how's that power over me? I said, because this whole, me being late just changed your whole mood. I was like, your whole mood has been affected at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, look, I don't know, maybe I should just leave. And so then I'm just sitting there, but then I said to myself, you know what? Just for him acting like that, I was like, oh, he gonna buy me a few drinks and some food or something. And basically that's what he did. So we were kind of sitting there in silence, like I said, for the first 30 minutes. And then he tried to get conversational, and maybe I could have even got over that, because like I said, I'm like out now, and I'm like a live in the moment type of person. I'm like, look, it's whatever, you know. I really wanted to get out. I haven't done anything in a few weeks, and so then he's like, well, then when he was ready to talk, I was kind of slow with my responses, and he just like, oh no, so then you don't talk. I'm just like, come on, man. I'm just like, up and down and everything. And then he's like, you really don't want to see me again? And I'm like, nah. He was just like, wow, I never had anybody, no, he said a chick, I never had a chick tell me she wasn't going to see me again. I was like, well, I mean, it was just a little impromptu get together anyway, you know. Like for me, I'm not really romantically interested. Obviously, he was, but why would I want to try to date somebody with a temper like that will allow it to get to the point where it did? I was like, you're literally angry over there, brooding and sulking about this. I was like, that's a little immature too. You know what I'm saying? And he kept trying to justify him feeling disrespected, and I was like, that's your choice to feel disrespected and to let it get to you so strongly. Like, that's the thing I don't understand. How can you let this get to you so much to the point where you ruining my experience and even your own experience? You know. And so then he was just like, kind of looking, like thinking about it, but I don't think he really understood where I was coming from. And that's fine too. Do you? So then things started lightening up because I had already decided I wasn't going to be upset or angry about it. I was just going to enjoy the music, enjoy the drink, and a little food, and maybe dance a little bit. And because it was really about me, not him, you know. And I proceeded to kind of do that. We had a couple of drinks, and the conversation was getting better. But even throughout the conversation, the things he would say, I could tell, like, I wouldn't even deal with that dude anyway. He's too insecure. Like, he kept, every little thing he would say something about. Like, for example, I had the little white jacket, and I zipped it up. Because I was just getting a little chilly. He was like, oh, did you zip that up? You thought I was looking at your chest? I was just looking at your necklace. And I was like, no, I zipped it up because it's a little chilly here. But he kept saying little stuff like that. Like, he would be like, oh, you doing that because... And I'm just thinking, like, this dude is real sensitive, insecure, or something. I don't know. But that's definitely not something I want to be dealing with at all. As a friend, as anything. And, yeah, not going to happen, hun. So... that was that, and so when we left, I did give him a hug before I left, and he was just like, you really don't ever want to see me again? And I was like, no, I don't. He's like, then, because we did dance a little bit, like just 2 songs. And he was like, then why did you even, like, stay the rest of the night and dance and stuff? I said, because I'm just living in the moment. I was like, I wanted to come out, I wanted to do some stuff, and I did. I wanted to live in the moment. I said, but that doesn't mean that I want to see you again. I can just separate that. He got real angry. He kind of stormed off. And I was like, is he just leaving? I don't know. But then he just went to the bathroom and then he came back. And he was like, well, I guess, we should leave. And I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And like I said, I gave him a hug. And I just went to my car. And then he was like, you really don't ever want to see me. He asked me like 3 times. I was like, no, I don't. I said, I think that I'm just not the right person for you to hang out with. He's like, no, I mean, it's just that you were late. Like, you just brought that out of me. And that's always a red flag, ladies. If a guy tell you bring out something in them that's negative, like, what you gonna say next? I made you hit me? No, not gonna happen. So, that's the end of that. I know it's a long video as usual. I'm sorry it's so long. But that was the date. And I'm definitely not going to go out with him again. Ever. But I did get some drinks and some appetizers. So I was good. And I guess he was good too. But, and he had the nerve to try to be touchy-feely. Like, you really going to be trying to be touchy-feely? Like, you must think I'm joking. And I'm not. Just because I'm not all emotional and acting stupid or storming around or... I'm going to enjoy my time while I'm here, but you're not the one that I'm going to hang out with at all. So, alright. Next video will be Mr. Potential's reaction to the date. Okay, bye.